Okay. So, we've got quite a few settlers here now. Probably need to get many of them set up with jobs.
Yeah.
But the first thing to do, I think, is get them all armed and geared up. I brought with me a huge number of weapons and armor pieces. I'm going to see what I've got, maybe upgrade a few of them. A lot of them are already upgraded, actually. And then get these guys kitted out, because it looks like this is probably the settlement that is the most in danger at any one time, because it's got a super mutant attracting place right over... Where the hell is it? Is it there? Is that the fort? Somewhere over there. So, I'm going to get all of these weapons and armor pieces sorted first and get them onto the settlers. Then I'll make sure they've got tasks assigned. Actually, you know what? No, I won't. First thing I'll do is start moving some of the buildings. I actually think I want the power generators moved over there, so I can tighten this place up and make some defenses. Excuse me, I need the workbench. Excuse me.
Need to get back to Diamond City.
Alright, I've got armor on a lot of them.
Yes.
A weird mix of armor and helmets that I've taken from various sources.
Oh, yeah?
But I've actually run out.
One day at a time.
I've run out.
Yes.
I did give the rest really good weapons, so everyone's got pretty much either, you know, automatic laser rifles, miniguns, even a Gauss rifle, and a laser Gatling somewhere. Okay, you know what?
Hey, head over there.
Go there. And stay
Wait there.
Alright. So, we've definitely got some more firepower and a little more armor. I mean, they've got pretty upgraded armor. I've no idea why they're all stood out here. But, hopefully the next time we get an attack, they'll be able to repel it a little easier. Of course, I still have to get a nice defensive... What? Did I?
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
Did I give you a weapon?
Biggest town I ever saw.
Give me...
Can we trade a few things?
Let's have a look. What have you got? Oh, God, no, I missed you. I missed you. All right. I didn't mean to say I missed you, like... Shut up, you know what I mean. Alright, let's get him a decent weapon. I want everyone
call a good day?
to have a decent bloody weapon. Right, let's give him... Oh, we got a plasma rifle. Let's give him a plasma rifle.
Alright,
where have you gone? Come here. Here, you can have a plasma rifle. This is
I want to trade a few things.
pretty damn good, actually. So, thing is now, we're going to get attacks from super mutants here, I think. I think that's probably what we're going to get. And robots. Yeah, probably robots as well. And I do want them to be prepared for it. Let's give them some plasma cartridges. You technically only need one, but I always feel it just feels wrong not giving them at least one magazine full. I don't know if I said that right, with plasma cartridges. Cartridge full. Right, so... That's the main worry. That's where I think... Okay. Right, that's where I found the armor. Armor. That there. And I think we just get a lot of super mutants running in here. So, I can't... we're too far out. I do want to put a wall for these turrets. And I want some laser turrets as well. And maybe even some missile turrets. But for now, defense-wise, they're not too bad. What I actually want to do is start getting the layout sorted out. This is the building. It's not too bad. It's got a reasonable number of beds. Probably enough for all of them. People 17. Yeah, 20 beds, although I'm going to need to make more. I wanted to actually have the beds higher up and have a kind of a living quarter downstairs. And of course, I did run out of wood. And I was going to have my power station all the way over here, so it was, you know, miles away from the living quarters. The problem with that, of course, is it forces me to have essentially my defenses further out. I wish I could junk that. So I'm actually thinking of... Oh, no. Repair. Oh, repair! Oh. Oh. Got Got a fair number of things in need of repair over here. Does that include the power? So yeah, anyway, I'm going to move the power station. Haven't I already repaired you? Thank you. I'm going to move the power station. I don't know where, but probably here. I want it far enough away that there's no noise, but I want it close enough that it's not too far. And to do that, I'm going to have to disconnect it first of all. We've no longer got water because the water no longer has power. And then we're going to disconnect you from here. That's going to drop my defenses a little bit. And also here. Now my beacon is no longer bringing in settlers, but I think I can live with that. What I kind of want to do at the moment, of course, is just see if I can move the entire thing, because that would be kind of cool if I could just, like so, then I don't have to move it bit by bit. Actually, and and it even brought the, no. Come on. I wanted it a little higher up than that. What? What are we shooting at? What are we shooting at? Never mind. Apparently our defences are enough. Could you guys do stuff? You're all stood around doing sweet Fanny Adams, and it's slightly annoying. So, I'll tell you what. Let's move these for now as well. I'm not going to have those inside. The only reason I don't have walls on this is is that I basically ran out of wood. Yes, I did. Okay, so let's. I think I'm going to move this first. Let's just. Why isn't it? Oh, because it was too far out. Let's see if I can. I kind of want it higher up than that. Not. Why is it determined to stay down? I want it to be a little raised, although I suppose it doesn't have to be. I just kind of wanted it to be. Why won't you raise up? Why will you not raise up? And, oh, that's a little. Okay. Okay, I'm taking radiation. Oh, there's something there that's probably going to block us, but that still shouldn't explain why. Okay, so I've got it closer, and I can actually get it quite far out. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do like that. Thank you. I can actually get it quite far out, which is actually sort of what I want. I'd kind of like it to be far out, but it's not well supported underneath, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, and probably I'm not going to be able to build. I'm not going to be able to build a back wall, which I kind of do want to do. So I want it to be just. Yeah, I need it to be a little closer in, or actually angled. Yeah, I suppose I could angle it. I wasn't that keen on angling it. I am gonna drop it a little though. I don't want it to be massively dominant. Let's have a look. Okay, that's all right. So I can get walls all around here, and I can actually rotate it even more, which is probably the right thing to do. Ooh. Hello. Just rotate it a little bit more and bring it in. Okay. See, it's a little. It's not supported. I want it to be supported. That's the thing. But I want to make fairly good use of the real estate with the water. That's basically what I'm doing here, is I'm trying to use the water space to build things on. So I've got more space here to build other things later on. So, what I need to do actually is get in my armor. I need some rad resistance. I want to go and see what I'm working with underneath there. Get a look. I'm thinking I might replace the concrete at the edges with wood. I think the wood looks better there. For here, I think it's... The reason I wanted concrete was because, of course, these are supposed to be nice, heavy buildings. So I wanted it to look pretty industrial. But I think at the end here, maybe wood actually almost looks better. But we will see. Okay, let's... Can I get... Okay. Yeah, you see what I mean? It kind of needs... It needs to be lowered a bit or higher a bit and another level putting down. I wonder if I can do that. Let's move it a little upwards. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Move it up a little. Like so. Let me check. I want to make sure it's totally in... So I can build, yeah, and I can actually tilt it as well. Now, what I want to do is try to... which one of these wasn't it? Will it let me build there? No, it won't. Okay, annoying. But... Come on. You're not going to let me do that? Probably because of this, right? Okay, it's not... Oh, probably not going to let me do that because of sand. And you won't let me do that because we're too far out. Oh, and... Alright. It probably wouldn't let me actually have another one underneath here because it would go... It would... the wooden floor of the one below would be too deep. Ah, well. No, not going to be able to do it like that. I'm just going to bring it a little closer in, drop it a little... and call it a day. I think we're about... Well, I think we're far enough... I think we're far enough away from the living quarters, whilst close enough to be, you know, not too bad. So, that's the final position for this, but now I have to decide what I'm going to do with the walls. This is not pretty, so I kind of feel like it might be a nice idea to have full walls, like proper good old-fashioned metal walls. Is there anything with some sort of window, though, that's got metal? No. I could do metal on some sides and then... I'm thinking barriers here or wood here so that we can actually see out. Will that actually go any further? No, it won't. So that's as far as I can get it. Okay. And the other thing I was thinking was to have this as the concrete foundation and then have this one. Like so. Because I kind of feel that these pillars give it a feeling of, you know, actually being supported. If that makes some crazy kind of sense. And then I also need some stairs, which makes me think I will have some wooden supports here. Concrete for the main support, concrete for the main building with all the... Oh, I wonder actually, Here's what I'm also thinking is, instead of using those generators, use the big generators. I never use the big generators, and that is purely and simply because they require, well, a double. They require a double. Yeah, no, it's not. Here's the thing. They produce twice as much as these, but they take slightly more room on the floor, and you can't stack them. Whereas with these, I could actually stack two. So in the end, it's kind of... These just generally seem better to me. So, that's probably for the best. Alright, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a wooden floor here, I think. I've got tons of wood now. I mean, like, I've been collecting it for such a long time. I should have 2,350. There you go. But watch this. By the time I finish this place, I'll be out again, and I'll be running around buying stuff from absolutely everyone. Steel, 1,674. I got a lot of steel. I don't pick up steel as often. See, that's what I'm thinking. Actually, I kind of want a stairway. I was going to have the stairway there. So, in which case, I actually need... Come on, turn. That one. Does that look secure? Oh, that looks secure enough, doesn't it? I mean... Don't I? Right, yeah, that's secure. So there you go. There's my basic power building. I'm probably only going to have it one floor to start with. I like being able to get on top of these buildings. I'm going to have it one floor to start with. And I'm going to have a few things on here, including some turrets. I know the Brotherhood are not really a threat anymore, but I still kind of like the idea. So, now, I want some walls and roofs. Yeah, what walls do I want? I think on this side I actually want wooden walls. And I want the ones that are like this, maybe. Does that look supported? It doesn't look supported in the slightest, does it? No, it doesn't. That is annoying, actually. Then the other option are these walls, which... never do like as much. But... these beggars can't be choosers. How about having one? Like so. How will that look? How will that look? Does it look like it could support itself? Maybe. I mean... it looks a little vulnerable, doesn't it? Like it's going to snap off. I don't mind having some overhang. I'm going to have overhang there, I think. But that just looks a little... I don't know why. Oh, actually, no. I could, I suppose, put... Oh, no, I can't because I've got this. I've got this wall here. Okay, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. I am using more wood than I wanted to for this building. I am going to go with metal walls for the rest of it just because I want to... Even though I've got more wood than metal, I guarantee I'm going to run out very, very soon. So we will have something like... Let's get a bit of... And those are the larger ones, aren't they? Let's have a look at that. How does that look? That doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, it's metal. It's supposed to be the utility building, but it's got a little bit of we're going to have a little bit of a view, so you can view out here. Plus up here, you're going to be able to get up. I'm going to put some turrets, maybe up here, the beacons, that type of thing. And oh yeah, here. What I was going to do was floors, top floor, and then small floors. Where are the small floors? These. Something like that. And the reason for that is I'm going to have wires coming up to a pylon, and the pylon is going to feed that. That is how we're going to do this. So there you go. That's the basic structure. Now I need to finish off the walls, and I kind of want some windows at the front as well. I mean, we don't want windows here. We don't need to see the generators at night. Oh, I do want to finish the walls off though. Okay. That's not too shabby, is it? That's... God. Okay. So there you go, a bit of a mixture. We've got some wood and we've got some metal. Won't look as comfy as this one, but it should suffice. And there's easily enough space for all of my generators in here, I believe. And... okay. And then all I need to do is... probably... see, I actually want the pylon to be more like... let's see, I think... big one. I want it to be more like there. So that I can connect like so. And then this one can connect. That'll work. Yeah, that should be fine, shouldn't it? And then people can actually walk around the edge. That was my thinking. I could place it over here, but then you won't be able to walk over here. And what I was hoping to do was something along the lines of junk. No, it's miscellaneous and like this. This is what I was kind of hoping to do on both sides here. Turn around. Well, rotate. I want it. It really wants to be that way. Okay, fine. Oh, will it not? Oh, yeah, it will. Okay. So, let's bring out bloody wood already. Probably don't need the barriers on every side, but it's kind of nice, to be honest. It's sort of... it looks like I'm using a lot of wood. Ooh, is what it looks like. It's kind of terrifying how quickly you go through this stuff. But, hey. And then probably I want something along the lines of... oh, we can't do it here. Oh, so I have to place these more like, you know what? Ow! Will live. Okay, so there you go. I've now got a power station. I've got good coverage. I may well remove some of these if I decide to put turrets on them, to be honest, because I think this is actually a fairly good place to put turrets. Starting the wall. I'm thinking of starting the wall and... oh, mind you. That's what I have to decide. I have to decide where my bloody perimeter is going to be. That house over there is kind of annoying. Yes, it is. But it does look like we don't really get attacked much from the sea. I think a couple of missile turrets might be a good idea. But, and here's the big but. Did I see something flashing? I think they're going to shoot my own people. When things come in, the missile turrets, I've got missile turrets looking out over the sea. They're going to shoot my own people. So I may have to... well, I was thinking what I could do is raise a tower up high and have walls on the side facing the... facing this, so to speak. That might actually work. But I don't know how I'm going to do that. Here. Actually, you know what? Maybe that's not the way to do it. Maybe the way to do it is actually have anti-aircraft towers. Just have a tower here, build a wall this side and that side so it can only shoot in that direction and have another one over there. Something like that, maybe. Interesting. Right, interesting, very interesting. Right, let's get this up there. This is going to go up there. It's sort of the natural place for it, isn't it, really? And can place it like that. So that's the natural place. We've got 15 power. We don't have enough power to power everything. Really? Okay, well, let's fix that. Add a few new power stations. Okay, I've got 30 power, and apparently... Oh, it's not that it's not enough. It's that not everything's connected. It's easily enough. I mean, that only needs 5 power, and... I was going to say, because it's only connected to a few things at the moment. Right. It's because I've not connected everything, which I will fix. I will fix. It's not the end of the world right now. I'm going to want some more pylons, obviously, because we want to be able to spread the electric love around this place. So let's do that. And then let's reconnect that. Let's reconnect. Do we actually need... Now that I'm using the longer wires, I wonder if I even need that pylon. Kind of like, will it... Can't even see. Interesting. Ah, the easiest way to try is to take that wire and see if it will connect. It will! It will connect! Okay, that is nice. And therefore, I can probably not do this. This doesn't... Yeah, it's not going to want that. I need to put... I'm going to need some sort of connector over there to there. Did I actually put stairways? Yes, I did. See? Thinking ahead. But I don't think this will reach to there. Nope. So I'll need some other way of... Oh, wait a minute. Let's... Oh, no, I placed it here so that it would actually have decent coverage inside, but it's probably not going to be at the moment. Let's just see if that covers it. No, it doesn't. We're going to have to rewire this place. Oh, this is because we're going too far on that side. Right, okay, so that is now connected. I can now ditch that. Alright. That is not too bad. And for now, let's just connect. That should give us a lot more of the defense back. Right, we're reconnected defense-wise. I've got my power station up and running. I'm not totally sure I'm hearing a vertibird. I'm not totally sure I like the railing. No, I'm not. I may salvage the railings and use them for something else. Possibly there. I'm going to have another floor for the bedrooms, and then I was going to have like a roof space for, you know, hanging around. Basically. We'll have to see. Maybe different fences. What do we have? We've got... No, that's a mess. I want something a bit lighter, or maybe I just don't need... Maybe I just don't need as many. You probably need it on this side. I don't want to fall off the roof, but maybe, you know, you can sort of... It's not really the end of the world if people fall off here, is it? And let's have... Okay, let's see how that looks from down there. It might actually look better. I'm not totally sure we even need these. I'll think about that, actually. That's not really an area people are going to be going and hanging around. It's not an area we're going to encourage our children to go and play. So maybe... And of course that frees up some more of those to place elsewhere. Actually, I don't even think I need them on the other side, now that I'm looking at it. This should not be an area for children. No. Alright, leave these. They will almost certainly get used over there. I'll leave the ones here because I don't want to be accidentally falling on top of generators. That seems like a decent security procedure. And shall I have a door? Shall I have some doors? See, this is just one of those things where I don't honestly feel like doors are needed, privacy-wise. Can't lock them anyway, but it might be a good idea to keep children out. Now that I think about it. I hadn't really thought about that. No playing with the electrical pylons. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, actually. Now I need a sticker that says, "Do not enter." Okay. So that is my power generation building sorted. So the question is now, do I want to sort out the living quarters more? Or the wall? Thing is, if I run out of wood and that building's not finished, I'll probably be okay. But if they don't have a wall, I'll feel bad. I will feel bad. You don't need walls. Walls, you don't need walls on settlements. Oh god. Raider scum.
If you find any spare parts, you be sure and let me know.
Actually, that's sack hood. I don't like sack hoods. That's actually kind of nice. We can upgrade another one of our raiders. I'll do that later on. We can raiders. Settlers. Our settlers. Why was there a lone raider legging it across to attack a heavily fortified settlement? I mean, you can't see it's heavily fortified, but it's got like 20 people wandering around in seriously good gear. Not to mention Ada. I mean, if you were a raider, would you have attacked that? I think the answer is no. I'd say the biggest obstacle right now, I can't believe I can't trash those, is the placement of all the foodstuffs to some degree. The wall here would be right alongside them, which would work, but I always feel I don't want to do that. I also don't want to have this thing here, but oh god, it's oh no, it's not, for a second I thought it was going to let me move that. It's like almost like it wants to let me move it, but then doesn't. No, god damn it. I'd like to move this entire building, but it won't let me. Because this is where all the crafting gets done. This is where the workshop is, unfortunately. So, here's my limit. I can, of course, have the wall go all the way across the road to here. And then rely on the fact that very few things are going to... Oh, hello. Come from the water. They could come from the water, but I'm going to have some turrets as far as maybe here, which should eradicate any threats. I kind of don't want a wall over the beach, you see. So if I had a kind of tower here, it would cover this bridge. Yeah. Almost wish I could just join the wall to there. Can I join walls there? That's a question. Well, not join a wall there, but can it? Will it allow me to place one like, you know, it's all... Oh! We're within spitting distance of being able to do that, aren't we? What's the... Out of curiosity, let's... Yeah, let's use one of these big ones. Like, oh, okay. Okay, we can sort of block that a little. We can actually block that. I guess... Oh. I'm really just trying to see how close I can get. No, that will allow them through. That would allow them through. So it can't quite be that way. But we can place them like that. And that will... Oh no, that won't stop them either. I'm just trying to get it so that... that we will be able to stop them. I might be able to stop them there and then have a fairly standard kind of wall. No, oh god, no, not like that. Like this. Do I have any spare pieces? I don't at the moment. Probably going to be best off using a big piece to try and set it off. This is not where I'm leaving the final wall. I'm just trying to get some idea of what I can play with. That actually blocks. That actually blocks. Okay, what else could block? Maybe the tower part as well. Interesting. Because then I can sort of leave this area open. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Then people can just go, ha-ha, surprise, we're inside. Yeah, okay, no, fluff. We kind of want them to get wet, really, don't we? We want them to get wet if they're going to come at us. Interesting. I will have to think about that. My original plan, though, was to actually have a wall that went from the water's edge around here up here. I wasn't going to use the entire real estate, but I don't like that idea as a general rule. I don't like that idea. Is that my provisioner? I might have an outfit for you. I may have an outfit for you. I like coarser outfits for my provisioners. I know it's weird, but I kind of do. So yeah, that's what I've got to figure out now. I've got to... yeah! No. That's what I've got to figure out now. Where I'm going to put my boundary, basically. Where is going to be the place we fight? Now, it seems that we're generally fighting across there. I would have also imagined things could spawn and come across here, because we did get the radar. That does make me think, then, it might be better if I actually just have the wall turn here and go down. Maybe as far as here. That way we can actually cover the bridge. I'm going to have to think about that one. First of all, let's have a... Oh no, he's got a Corsa uniform. Good man. What weapon are you using?
Let's trade.
Okay.
You've got a combat shotgun of the assassin. Of course you do. I didn't give you a hat. Why didn't I give you a hat? Let me go get you a hat. It's the least I could do. Okay, I think that's about... Does that look like it's on the road? Like, I want it to feel like it's... I kind of want it to feel like it's... It's the entrance to this road. There does look like there's a road part here. I want it to be parallel to the road, the actual road, a little, but at the same time, I kind of want it to feel like it's... Because this is the road, isn't it? No, it should be matched more to this than anything, I think. I can always pull it back a little bit. It's not quite... Yeah, you see, it's not like the this side road's perpendicular. So I either have it matching this little side road, as it will. It's not really a road, but you know what I mean. Side turning, or I have it matching the road. Now if I have it like this, that is going to allow us to extend to where? To about there before we turn. No, I want it. I either need it to be more sort of like with the road, like so that it then will extend pretty much to this corner, and then we turn it. And same on that side. Actually, where's that going to go? That's going to get to about here and then require turning, which is not so bad. I'm going to curve it, though, I think. I think I'm going to curve it. Actually, if I'm going to curve it, I shouldn't worry so much, should I? It's wrong, isn't it? It should match the road it's actually on. It should match that one, I think. This is the, like, dirt track it's blocking, so it should match this. We'll curve it, we'll twist it, we'll turn it, we'll do whatever it takes. We're having a slightly off... It's just going to look weird from this angle. You're going to be coming up and you're going to see the door. But once you come to here, it will feel like it makes more sense, won't it? Or is that just wrong? Either way, it's going to bug me. It's like... But gates don't... You don't have a gate across a road that's slanted, ever, do you? You might have a gate that's off at an angle to a different road. This is a different road. But you don't have a gate that's kind of going diagonally across. That would be wrong. No, we're doing that. We're doing it like that. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to extend a wall a little. Here's the thing. I don't actually want a wall on the water, is what I'm kind of getting at. I want a wall along the road, at least a lot of it. I may not have the full junk wall. What I might do is turn the junk wall a little and then have a kind of wire fence. You can't jump over the wire fence, and as long as I have some sort of turret tower here, it'll feel more open. I've got a lot of very, very well walled off communities, and let's face it, in the Commonwealth as it is, that's probably a bloody good idea. But, and I'm definitely going to have a wall this side. I'm going to have a wall this side. Definitely. But I want it to feel a little more open, and because we've got this sea, this river, it's going to feel a little more open. And I'm going to cultivate that. I'm also going to pick the plants. Why
Seems
is it
to be
that
growing well.
the plants never get picked while I'm here? Do they get picked at all? Because I never feel like I'm getting spare food. I really don't. I don't feel like I'm getting spare food in my... The other thing I've noticed is as soon as it gets night, none of these guys go to bed. They all stand around. Does that mean they're all synths? Do synths sleep? I have to keep my eye on these guys. Okay, can I junk that? No, I don't want to junk that anyway. That's holding up my power cables for now. Does that turn too much? No, that's fine. That is fine. That is pretty much spot on. I think... Where am I going to want turrets? I think I want some turrets there. I always like to have the flat top for the turrets so that they have a little bit easier time peeking over. But I'm also going to want some turrets over that side as well. Yes, I am. The question is... what sort? I'm thinking missile turrets. I really am. But I really am worried that they will blow my own settlers to smithereens. Which would be extremely unfortunate. Should I curve this around? I kind of like the idea of curved walls. But if I'm going to have some kind of... Yeah, I think I'd like some kind of turret that will shoot things, but not shoot inside. So I think what I'm going to do is create some sort of... Now, I'm almost certainly going to want walls for it, though. Let's do good old-fashioned corner pieces. Let's see how that'll do. Well, that's not too bad, actually. That kind of... The thing is I don't like it totally flush with the whole way. I sometimes worry. Oh, actually, that's... Reason I worry is there's no space on the outside, and I found out that they always... Well, they can spawn on the inside, so it's best to leave a little bit of distance. Let's have a look at this. Okay, what's that doing? The problem there is that's going straight through. I'm actually thinking I'm going to move all the food over there anyway. I really am. And then I'll probably just do the wall. Actually, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. This is where they come. I don't want the settlers here. I want huge amounts of disgusting defense here. So what I'm thinking is to build a kind of, you know, a raised tower and then put walls this side. But the big problem here is it's kind of hard to get two levels in. It's easier with concrete towers. So I'm actually see. I think that was a. Does that look like it's actually stood on top of it? No, it doesn't. Let's stick. Let's see what it's like. Now you see, it always looks a little floaty. That's better, but if you look at the far side, not as good. Yeah, no, I'm not liking that at all. So what I'm actually thinking here is concrete. Or can I get? I'm wondering whether I can actually get the junk wall all the way up. That would be kind of cool. Let's have a think. If I do this and then... Come on, there. And then that locks into place, and then I'm going to remove these. I'm using them as placeholders. Stop panicking if you get... Oh my god, that's hideous. Because yes, it's hideous. Oh, that is what I'm thinking. Let's have a look. Okay. That kind of works, doesn't it? That kind of works. That's sort of... My problem with it is I want flat pieces, which is a shame. Let's just remove this and that. Can I get the flat pieces? I want the flat pieces because... Okay. Will it? Yeah. Oh, God, I love snappable junk. Oh, God, junk fences. I really do. Oh, that's going to work. Now, the big question is do I need to keep... See, I don't like this because it doesn't seem to support very well. So, what I would do for this is... I don't know. What am I going to do for this? I don't know. Right. Here is what I'm thinking. I need a second floor. Right there. Obviously, I'm going to need a junk fence on the other side of that. I could actually put steel walls. Although I don't think steel walls will snap. They won't snap onto it if it's halfway in the ground, will it? That would be awesome. That would be too awesome. No, because steel is so much cheaper than... I'm actually going to build some... vendors here. I don't know which one of them sells wood, actually. I think one of them... You can get a vendor that will sell shipments of wood. I'm not totally sure. I have to keep going back to bloody Diamond City and ordering, which is very annoying. Let's just make sure I'm getting... Before I waste time, let's have another... Yeah, another one of these. Yeah, no, that will work. Okay, so what we can do here is... I'm going to need stairs up, obviously. Oh, no. Oh, God. Right. Damn it. Right. Now, I need some walls on the back to stop it from seeing into... I might be able to do that, actually. I might be able to do that if I wonder. I want to try and get no line of sight for the turret inside here. That's kind of the right idea, isn't it? That is kind of the right idea. We've got a watchtower. Or do I mean, I'm even thinking what I should do is put the major turrets on the top there, but... I want to block off this side, but I can't fit walls on it. Well, that's not actually true. There are a couple of... let's have a think. Can I... Let's see what walls it will let me fit. Will you let me fit that? No, that's what I was worried about. That's because of this other big wall. If I remove that, it probably will... Yeah, let me do that, but it won't let me clink anything here, and then it just doesn't look like it's being supported, which is really unfortunate. I can't have that. I want it to look supported. And I can't... It won't... No. So... I can't click that there. We want the small wall. Will the small wall click there? No. I can get doors on, I think. That's going to be good. Because I can have a door... Oh, God. Up there. And then... I'm hoping that will... You know, I'll actually put a door in it. Line of sight will be blocked. And I can do the same on this side with just any old wall. But then I've got nothing keeping this up, which is just... It's just wrong, really, isn't it? It really is. I think the prefab piece is just a mistake. I actually think, for all the fact that this is kind of cool, what I need to do is use... Yeah. I think I need to use the platform pieces. That's the wrong piece. That's the right one. I think I need to use the platform pieces. They do look... They look like they're supported. They actually look like they're supported. It's just there are tiny little gaps, which kind of annoys me. It's the smallest thing. Some of the posts are touching, some of them are not. And it's just... It's a little aggravating. Oh, God. However, it might well be the only way I can actually get them up. No, it's just... Making the towers not the problem. I can actually get the pieces up there pretty easily. Get some... It's making sure they don't have line of sight. I suppose I could use those pieces. Oh, you know what? One other option. And this is something I've tried and played around with before. One other option is to actually have the turret completely on the outside. So what you do is you have like this. You put the turret, and then I place it so it could just see over, but it can't see the ground. I've actually done that before. That's possible, I suppose. But I kind of liked the idea of having... I really liked the idea of having the missiles high up, gotta be honest with you. I think I'm going to play around with that idea a little bit. And see what I can come up with. I like the idea of... What I might just do, actually, is forget the junk fence concept and actually build some type of tower here and see how I do. And then... Yeah, actually, that's probably the right way to do this. However, before I do that, I did remember before I forget, there is one thing I was going to try, and I completely forgot about it. iBot pod. I found it. It's under special. It's under special. Do I really want an iBot pod? iBot pod here? Don't know. Probably not. But I'm going to build one because I've suddenly remembered it. What does it use? Copper, circuitry, aluminium, fibre optics, nuclear material. Oh, you know what? I do want to build an iBot. Take it for a spin, but I think I want to build it at the castle. So, no, you know what? I'm going to get back to my towers. I'm going to come up with some way of doing a cool looking tower. Although, I can't help but feel it might also make the place look a little bit like a bloody concentration camp.
Oh, and I'm the type of guy who will never settle down.